What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. We're back to Dave. We're continuing our journey through psychodrama. I'm just pulling up the track list here. So far we've done Psycho, Stratum. I'm just going to quit saying that. Black, Purple Heart, and so I'm just continuing down the list here. There's not a whole lot of songs. I think I'm going to try to speed up the pace a little bit on how frequently I drop tracks from this. In the future, I think, I'm not sure how I feel yet. It just depends. I feel like with him, because he's so lyrically heavy, it would be challenging for me to sit down and do like a full album reaction, because I really like to spend time and talk about the lyrics that I'm appreciating. So I feel like if I did a full album from him, it would just be like 32 hours long. So I don't think anybody wants to watch that. So I think we're going to continue with just going song by song. This is called Location with Burna Boy. I've heard a few songs from this other artist. Specifically, I was just listening to the one with him, Stormzy, and Ed Sheeran. I think it's called Own It. Anyways, I was very shocked to see the view count on this, because I just feel like there haven't been that many super high view count videos or songs from the UK artists that I checked out, and we're talking 202 million. This is big, so it almost makes me wonder if I've actually heard the song before, because it's so big. Whenever I see them in like the hundreds of millions, I kind of wonder if I've heard it either on the radio or a playlist or something. So anyways, I have the lyrics here. I do have a thought for the end of the video. I'll save it for the end because I don't want to delay the reaction. But I had somebody ask me an interesting comment. I'll just paraphrase it right now real quick so you know what I'll talk about. He was asking if, based on what I've listened to from UK rappers so far, would I put them on par with US rappers? I have a response to that, but we'll do that at the end so I don't take up time from the video. Let's check it out. I was about to get really upset. I was like, I upgraded to the premium membership, the YouTube premium, so that I wouldn't have ads pop up when I'm doing my reactions. So for a second there, I was like, is this an ad? It's been a while. Okay, picture the scenes. You're drunk in Ibiza. It's Murky Festival, and you've had a couple cocktails. Huss is free. Location is playing. Girls are smiling at you. What a 2019. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. I'm assuming he's talking about Jay Huss. I think that's a rapper. UK rapper.
If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make I come check you, my baby. No time, no. And my dog is on probation. Another 5 years. And bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Yo, sorry, we gotta bring that back. We gotta listen to that chorus one more time. That's fire.
Then I'll be right there.
I don't recognize
it.
it.
Come check you, my baby. No time, no. And my dog is on probation.
Yo, I know this is an old song, but this is definitely getting on the playlist, and I'm playing this the next time we're chilling, hanging out, or I'm driving. I haven't even heard the rest of it yet. Just the chorus is taking me to that spot. Okay.
Another 5 years. And bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Send me the location. This year about vacations. Flight catching, train taking. Soon as my nigga off probation. Your boyfriend's on a waiting thing. Looking for one wish on a Ray J thing. I prayed that girl, outrageous thing. But she can't see cause I got shades and thing. Bad girls wanna throw shade and thing. No shade, what shade is your foundation in?
I knew he was gonna do a play on the shade. The moment he went to shade, I was like, oh, he could play with this word so many different ways. I like the reference to Ray J, One Wish. That's a big tune. That's a big song. If you guys know that song, I'm sure like pretty much everybody knows that song. But here, she can't see because I got shades and things. He said tings, but I just always feel weird saying tings, so I'm just gonna say things. Bear girls want to throw shade and ting. No shade. What shade is your foundation? So that was really dope, the way that he played with shade. I think when artists can take the English language, take a word and display it in its different forms and different contexts, changing the definition of it, I think it's super dope. One of my favorite rappers does this all the time. Lupe Fiasco, if you haven't checked him out, check him out. He's a monster. But he does this with words all the time. On Mural, he takes the word rain and he flipped it like 7 times or something. So definitely check it out.
On a Ray J thing, I prayed that girl, outrageous thing, but she can't see cause I got shades and thing. Bare girls wanna throw shade and thing, no shade, what shade is your foundation in? Darkest grey, the shade I'm in, 49 more if your babes wants in. I had me a famous...
Hey, darkest gray, the shade I'm in, 49 more if your babe wants in. 49 more than the shade that he's in, that's 50 shades of gray. Okay, sir, I see.
Girls wanna throw shade and ting, no shade, what shade is your foundation in? Darkest grey, the shade I'm in, 49 more if your babes wants in. I had me a famous thing, goals and things, gains and things. My house party, a babe station. Girls wanna chase, it's a status thing.
If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. I make her come check you, my baby.
Oh my god, that's a big bottle. Is that Storms?
My dog is on probation. Another 5 years. We bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Look, playboy, I don't need a carty. I'm captain, I lead the army. Bad ratio, I leave the party. Free Somalis, creeping on me.
Let's be honest, many of us have been at parties with bad ratios and we didn't leave the party. If you're as cool as Dave, you don't stay at parties with bad ratio. You just leave the party.
Look, playboy, I don't need a carty. I'm captain, I lead the army. Bad ratio, I leave the party. Free Somalis, creeping on me. Your ex wavy, we tsunami. Girl from India, sweetest nani. Head so good now, I speak Gujarati. You hardly pardon me, I'm laughing again.
Your ex wavy, we tsunami. Like, doesn't get bigger than tsunami when we're talking about waves. So, that surface level, like, we know Dave kind of goes, like, really complex with it. So, I think the fact that this is definitely, it has 200 million plays, the fact that this is definitely more of a mainstream, like, would have been played on radios, would be played at parties and all of that stuff. You kind of have to have your jabs and your complexity a little bit toned down so that it's more receptive to, or like people are more receptive to it. This part right here, girl from India, sweetest nani. I wonder if that's what he's saying. Like, I wonder if he's saying girl from India, sweetest nani. I don't know exactly, but is he saying short for, I feel weird saying this, punani? I don't know. You let me know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm just a little off on the slang and the short form of stuff.
Captain, I lead the army. Bad ratio, I leave the party. Free Somalis, creeping on me. Your ex wavy, we tsunami. Girl from India, sweetest nani. Head so good now I speak Gujarati. You hardly pardon me, I'm laughing again.
Head so good now I speak Gujarati. Oh my god.
Sweetest nani. Head so good now I speak Gujarati. You hardly pardon me, I'm laughing again. I assisted, man passed my friend. Look, money like the alphabet. If you wanna see P's, gotta pass on the ends. Came a long way from a park in a Benz.
Talk that, man. I hope people are listening to that. Money's like the alphabets. If you wanna see P's, gotta pass on the ends. Yep. Don't hang out in the ends if you want peace.
Alphabet, if you wanna see P's, gotta pass on the ends. Came a long way from a park in a Benz to an 18 plate man's park in a Benz. Far from the rest, but I'm far from my best. Life is a lesson, I'm passing a test. Yes, everything blessed. I don't want drama and I don't want stress. My girl got finesse, Caribbean flex. Body and chest, tech body and chest. Thank God more, I grew up with less. Just to the right, raps to the left. Arj in the middle, got C to the death. Batch full of dogs with the 16s vets.
Hold up. We're going to pull this back. I feel like there's a really dope part of the video coming up. I'm still trying to catch up on the lines before here. After he did the ends line, came a long way from the park and the bends. I love the rags to riches, the struggle to make it. Like, those are my favorite lines. To an 18 plate men's park in the bends. That's dope. Like 2018 plate. I think that's what that meant. Far from the rest, but I'm far from the best. He's saying I'm already different than everybody here, but I'm just getting started. Like, wait till you see once I really get into my zone. I love stuff like that too. Down here, I was just gonna say body and chest, take buddy and chest. I'm not sure about that line. I was trying to figure out what he meant by that one. You guys can let me know. But I didn't catch the end lines because I was still trying to catch up the previous lines. Let's see what he's got.
Caribbean flex, body and chest, take body and chest. Thank God more, I grew up with less.
Body and chest, take buddy and chest. So he did one of these. So I think maybe he means like his gun. He keeps it in a holster, like at his chest. I think that's what he
flex, body and chest, take body and chest. Thank God more, I grew up with less. Just to the right, raps to the left. Arge in the middle, got C to the death. Batch full of dogs with the 16s vets.
This is dope. Yeah.
Nigga, I was down, but I made it to the top right now.
Okay, hold up. I wasn't ready. That's super dope that they took the chorus there and they swapped it out for the audio of the crowd singing the chorus. Super dope. I think it's really cool. I can't even imagine the feeling of being up there and someone is singing your lyrics and your words back to you. Must be the coolest feeling. I was going to say something here. What was I going to say? Oh, I just wanted to point out this line because I didn't want to stop it so soon again. Thank God more, I grew up with less. Fire line. All right, let's go.
Nigga, I was down, but I made it to the top right now. And I could pull a couple grand on my pocket right now. Yeah, I'm so fly, yeah, I'm flying in the rocket right now. And all the games you play never stop right now. I pull up on the block, I see everybody watching. Cause it's diamonds on my chain, and it's diamonds on my watch. Money moves, off-white shoes, came straight from Virgil Abloh. I've been down, I've been low.
Rest in peace, Virg.
White shoes, came straight from Virgil Abloh. I've been down, I've been low, had my mattress on the floor.
Yo, who can relate to that? Hands up. Oh, I can't see your hands. Why don't you put some hands in the comments? Mattress on the floor. Been there. Mattress on the floor. Upside down cardboard box as my side table. I feel that struggle, man. Let's go.
I've been down. I've been low. Had my mattress on the floor. No, me have enough cat belling up. Can I ring my cellular? Me have a big fat split pulling up. In a the big black Benz pulling up. Please tell everybody to start pulling up. Enough champagne from the bar coming up. Party hard, make I live my life. Nigga, I was down, but I made it to the top right now. And I could pull a couple grand on my pocket right now. Yeah, I'm so fly, yeah, I'm flying in the rocket right now. And all the games you play never stop right now. If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make I come check you, my baby. No time, no. And my dog is on probation.
Yo, this chorus.
Another 5 years. And bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Yo, I love that chorus. It's so good. I understand now. I understand why that song has 200 million. 200 million. And I mean, I think about this song, like this was a big collab for me in my mind. Dave and Stormzy hitting Clash, and that has 62 million, right? That has 62 million. This has 200 million. This is big. And I understand why it's big. This is huge, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, this is going straight on the playlist. You know what? I'm not even going to wait. Let's just go ahead and do that right now. So, on here, and then I think I just got to hit plus. There's a little, can we see that check mark? Maybe? No, my phone's so greasy. Gross. Well, it just changed to check mark, so that's added to my favorites. Fire song. Guys, next up, after this, we have Disaster with Jay Huss. So I'm curious to check him out. I've never heard anything from Jay Huss. While we're still here, I'm going to take a moment at the end here. So those of you that waited for me to comment on what this person asked, let me pull this down here. Here we go. So I don't know if I can switch the view here. Let me switch the view here. What we got? Yeah, so right here, this comment from Luke Pothecary, I think I'm going to say Pothecary, something like that. Whatever. After diving into UK artists, do you believe we're right up there with the US? This person commented they had an opinion. From this vid alone, I can't see a single mainstream US rapper with the rapping ability of Fredo. 9 minutes, pure bars, rhyme schemes, lyricism, imagery, similes, smiles, metaphors, you name it. What big new age US rapper is really doing this? So I think that part's important. New age. I react to a lot of newer generation of rappers. And I think they bring something different to the situation. They have different things that make them appealing and make them popular and make people excited to listen to them. But as I've said to my fan base, or the people from my fan base, as I've said to these different fan bases, my origins in listening to hip hop was always about what was being said. Like, that was really important to me. And so for me, people who are lyrical rappers are always going to take my top spot. That being said, in the newer generation, I can't say I know every rapper in the US. I definitely don't. I discover new artists all the time. I will say at least the people that I'm coming across are not delivering lyrics at this level, or just complex rhyme patterns, complex delivery schemes, complex just way of putting words together, being heavy on the references, being heavy on the double meanings. Most of the newer rappers that I'm listening to are not doing much of that. Here's my opinion on this. And I know I'm kind of drawing this out a little bit, but here's my opinion. We got to think about where things originate and then what is going to follow that lead. So I always talk about fashion and certain ways of dressing and things that are hot and people want to do. It'll happen in let's say it happens in America first, for example. I'm just saying an example. I'm not saying it does. If you go back to my home country or other people's third world countries, what you'll notice is years behind the trend, whatever was popular here will now be popular there. And now that gap's shrinking a little bit because of social media and stuff. There's a lot more instant awareness, but definitely in the past, that was something I noticed a lot. Things that I used to be into is what people were currently into in those countries. And I'm saying all of this to relate that back to rap. I think about, for me, some of my favorite lyricists, you think about Jay-Z, you think about, and this might be controversial, but I think early Kanye was a big one for me. You think about rappers like Common Sense. You think about rappers like Lupe, who's my favorite rapper of all time. Eminem. I'm gonna say Nas. Even though I only know, let's say a fraction of Nas's discography, every time I've heard him rap, he's he puts on a masterclass. I'll take it further. Artists who are not huge on mainstream, but are US rappers that were more underground, that are given a lot of respect because people understand what they're capable of. Black Thought, Mos Def. If you've ever heard these guys rap, and then we can go super underground. You could talk about Tech Nine. You could talk about Immortal Technique. But if you've heard these guys rap, they are the pinnacle of doing this. Black Thought literally has a freestyle, not super old. Like I think it's maybe only 6 years old or something like that, where he was rapping for like 9 minutes, 10 minutes, and he was killing it. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. So as far as like new generation, again, I'm not super familiar with them. I will say that to me, seeing these guys come up and do what they're doing, to me it feels like these guys are the Jay-Z's, Kanye's, Lupe's, Commons, Black Thought, Mos Def. Like this is the UK's version of that, and these guys are absolutely killing it. I think about every artist I've done so far: Wretch32, Avelino, Mike Righteous, Akala. Like these guys are insane. They're so good, honestly. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but it's a complicated question, but this is my complicated answer to it. And I would say, like, I would almost say don't compare, because these guys are killing it so much. When we do the comparison, we almost do them a disservice. They're creating their own lane. Like they've taken the influence and whatever's possible, and they're like, this is how we do it. This is the UK stamp. This is the UK style. And we're going to become big with our style. We don't have to copy and be exactly like something else. This is what we're going to do to take over the world in music. So, man, I've enjoyed every single artist, every single song I've checked out so far. There hasn't been a bad experience yet. So I'm super excited. I'm glad I put that on the end, because I ended up talking so much the video would have like taken forever to start. So if you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.